the four fields of transactional analysis and coaching.
Transactional analysis, TA, developed by Eric Berne, has evolved into a multifaceted psychological approach applied across several domains of human development and change. Traditionally, TA is organized into four primary fields of application. 1. Psychotherapy. 2. Counseling. 3. Education. 4. Organizational development. In recent decades, coaching has emerged as a fifth, closely related field. While not originally part of Berne's classification, coaching integrates TA concepts in a distinct and increasingly important way. Understanding the differences and overlaps between these fields is essential for practitioners, as it shapes contracting, goals, methods, and ethical boundaries.
1. Psychotherapy field. Purpose and focus. The psychotherapy field addresses deep psychological distress and structural change. The primary goals are treatment of mental health conditions, resolution of past trauma, personality restructuring, increasing autonomy, awareness, spontaneity, intimacy. Client condition. Clients often experience significant emotional suffering, dysfunctional life patterns, intrapsychic conflict, possible psychiatric diagnoses. Time orientation. Psychotherapy works across all time dimensions. Past, exploring early decisions, script formation, and unresolved experiences. Present, here and now, working with current emotions, behaviors, and relational dynamics. Future, supporting new decisions, integration, and change. Role of the practitioner. The psychotherapist works at a deep reparative level, holds responsibility for safety and containment, often engages in long-term work. 2. Counseling field. Purpose and focus. Counseling focuses on supporting clients through specific life difficulties without necessarily restructuring personality. Typical goals: problem solving, emotional support, improving coping strategies, clarifying decisions. Client condition. Clients are generally functioning but facing challenges, experiencing situational distress, e.g., divorce, career issues. Time orientation. Primarily present and future-oriented. May include limited reference to the past, but without deep therapeutic regression. Role of the practitioner. The counselor. Acts as a facilitator and supporter. Works in a shorter or medium-term framework. Helps clients regain stability and clarity. 3. Educational field. Purpose and focus. The educational field aims at learning and personal development. Goals include increasing self-awareness, teaching psychological concepts, developing interpersonal skills, enhancing emotional intelligence. Context of application. This field is actively applied in schools, universities, training programs, other educational institutions. Client condition. Participants are not necessarily in distress, motivated to learn and grow. Time orientation. Strongly present and future-oriented. Role of the practitioner. The educator. Acts as a teacher and facilitator of learning. Provides frameworks and tools. Encourages reflection and practice. 4. Organizational field. Purpose and focus. This field applies TA in workplace and system contexts. Goals include improving communication, leadership development, conflict resolution, organizational culture change. Context of application. TA in the organizational field is used for HR development, work with top management and leaders, team building and team effectiveness, development of groups and systems, application within organizations and government systems. Client condition. Clients are individuals, teams, or entire systems, functioning structures seeking greater effectiveness. Time orientation. Mostly present and future focused, strategic rather than therapeutic. Role of the practitioner. The organizational TA practitioner works as a consultant or facilitator, balances individual and systemic perspectives, often engages in multi-party contracting. 5. Coaching as an emerging field. Why coaching is different. Coaching shares similarities with counseling and organizational TA, but has a distinct identity. It is non-clinical. It assumes the client is resourceful and capable. It focuses on goals, performance, and development. Purpose and focus. Achieving specific goals. Enhancing performance. Unlocking potential. Supporting decision-making. Client condition. Clients are functioning well, seeking growth rather than healing. Time orientation. Strongly present and future-oriented, focused on action, outcomes, and forward movement. Does not involve deep work with past experiences. Role of the coach. The coach acts as a thinking partner, facilitates awareness and choice, maintains a clear, non-therapeutic contract. One of the most critical competencies in TA practice is the ability to recognize and respect boundaries between fields. For example, a coach must not drift into psychotherapy without proper training. A therapist must not impose organizational goals over client well-being. An educator must avoid uncontracted therapeutic work. Clear contracting is the key mechanism that defines the field of work, the depth of intervention, the responsibilities of each party. Although these fields are distinct, in practice they often overlap. A skilled TA practitioner recognizes which field they are operating in, adjusts methods accordingly, maintains clarity with the client. Coaching, in particular, often acts as a bridge between educational development, organizational effectiveness, personal growth.
The 4 traditional fields of transactional analysis provide a structured framework for applying TA across different contexts. The addition of coaching reflects the evolving landscape of human development work. Clarity about these fields enables practitioners to work ethically, choose appropriate interventions, meet clients where they are. Ultimately, all 5 domains share a common aim: supporting people in increasing autonomy, awareness, and effective action in their lives.